Hi guys, welcome to our live stream for today, November 17, 2020. So before that, I would like to have a disclaimer. Trading and investing have risks, so please do your own research and analysis, and of course, trade cautiously. Thanks, guys. So we will start with BTC and then BTC dominance, and we'll go to some alts. And then after that, if there are some chart requests, we will also analyze that. So I think let's start. We'll start first with a longer term analysis, and we'll go to short term analysis. So I think if you are watching my previous live videos, actually, I have three possible options I'm looking at for BTC. Most of them are actually or on a bullish side. So this is the most common that I'm presenting. Or so this is I'm using a Renko chart anyway. I started using Renko chart last September, and the thing that I love the most using the Renko chart is that you see the general trend. So, but for basic subscriptions, we can only use the daily or the longer time frame, daily and above. But yeah, if you have subscription, maximize the use of a trading view. So, because you can actually use a shorter time frame, which is less than the day or even hours or minutes. So we will just copy that since this is a triangle. Normally a triangle will just measure the heights, and we will put that at the breakout. So this is the estimate target I'm looking at. The around close to 29,000, or that's at here that's 28,468. So close to 29,000. So currently it's trading at 17,015. It's actually the year-to-date high. So congratulations to all who have long positions. So what I'm expecting is that it will possibly retest the all-time high. That's the next um, uh, resistance I'm looking at. Because before this is the 17,000, but now it's already at 17,000. So the next resistance now is the all-time high, which is close to 20,000. So let's see if it breaks that level. On the other side, the support I'm looking at, the worst case support is the 13,214. But as I've mentioned before, you can use each Renko chart, the high and the low, or the open and the close, excluding the wick, just the body. So you can use that as a support and resistance. So for here, you can see this blue dotted line, which is 16,773.36. That's actually the support I'm looking at. So if you look at my alarm, let me just show you. So that's also my alarm, the 16,773. So if it crossed that level, actually I have already a long position there posted at that price, because I have tipped my long position at 17,000, and I'm waiting for some pullback before I go long. So I think that's it. So that's my expectation or projection for BTC to hit a new all-time high of around close to 29,000. So that's the first option I'm looking at. Then let's go to the second option. or actually we can also use the daily time frame. This is just the parallel channel, which is this. So possibly can also uh, trend like this, and we'd possibly retest this one. So it depends where the Renko chart will possibly retest this one, but on conservative note, I'm looking at this one. Wait, yeah, here. So possibly the 23,000 area. So the support I'm looking at is still the immediate support at 16,773, and breakdown to that level could possibly retest this one, or actually the middle line here. So I think that's it. So that's a possible next option. It will still break the all-time high and create a new all-time high at around 23,000. So that's the next option I'm looking at for BTC. And the last one is we will use the weekly time frame. And for this one, I will use Elliott wave. So for this one, press it. So this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave. Where is 5? Oh, wait, let me. Oh, so wave 2 should not go lower than the start of wave 1. So wave, where is the this should extend, possibly extend at 1.618, or this, I mean, extend possibly at 1.382. This one I'm expecting it to retrench this level. So possibly this area, the 17,000. And the last wave, possibly, or that's my target. Possibly at that area, which is I just used the 1.618 as for wave 3 and wave 5. For retrenchment, I used the 0.382 fib retracement. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, actually almost same as the 29,498. It's almost the same as the triangle pattern. So and then it will possibly retrench at 0.382, or the previous, or this one, or the 20,000 before it will create a new all-time again at wave 5 at 36,000. So let's see how it goes for BTC. So mostly I'm more on a long-term bullish for Bitcoin. So now let's move on to the shorter time frame. So for this shorter time frame, let's use the daily time frame, and this time we will use the candlestick, and I will use this. Oh, let me just change it first to candlestick, and then let's try to analyze it using this divergence indicator. So divergence indicator actually uses the RSI. If you add, let me add RSI. So this the difference between them is that, oh, did I? Yeah. So if you look at it, 70.75, or they have the same, the green one, RSI, and this one. However, using the RSI, you cannot see the hidden bearish or the regular bearish if you want to show it, and the hidden bullish or regular bullish um, area. So that's why, yeah, on normally I just use the RSI, or actually I can just trade using the price action. That's the usual trades that I'm doing. So if you can see, using the 3 hours time frame, so there is a possible bearish divergence. So from this 17,100, possibly it will correct, and let's see if it holds at this area, or close to this hidden bullish of around 44 RSI. So let's see if we can also actually also use this one, the retrenchment or fib retracement. So around 16,400. My alarm is at 16,773. I use the Renko chart there. So let's see. Immediate support using this is the 16,400. Breakdown to that level could possibly retest the 0.382 of around 16,000. So currently, I will also share my position. I mean, current position. Actually, I TP'd at 17,000, and currently I have no open position. Actually, but I have a posting at this one, 16,775. I just round it off. A possible long position there. So let's see. I'll just wait for the um, pullback. So as you can see, yeah, I'm not posting any shorts at the moment. Because before I start the stream, I'm actually watching. So yeah, I'll just wait for some dump before I trade. So anyway, in trading, normally you don't need to, yeah, personally me, I don't need to have an open position always. But if there's an opportunity, then yeah, why not? So it seems like it's a resistance area there. So yeah, it could really possibly retest this 16,400 area. So let's see. But I have a order at this area, the 16,665. What's that? 16,775. So that's my first posting, possible long post, and I'll just add more if there will be another dump. So let's see. I think that's it for now. And yeah, anyway, let's look at the resistance using this one. Well, currently the resistance is at 17,000. Let's just list the daily one, because it's a very uh, long to, or it takes some time to load. So I'll just use this one. So that one, the 17,000 area. Wait, let me just um, I'll just use the body. So that's the 17,100, which it's already hit a few minutes ago. So it depends on the trading platform you're currently using. So for this one, we're using the this exchange. So anyway, where is it? Let me just check it. Uh, oh, no. How to off it? Okay. So where it is? Anyway, we'll just use that. Seems like it's takes a while to load it. I think that's 2017, right? The 17,000. So this one is just very. Anyway, let's just use it. Let me try to check on it. Oh, very slow loading. So yeah, anyway, we'll just use that as resistance, the 17,100 area. Break out to that level, of course, the all-time high, which is the 20,000 or close to 20,000 area. So let's see. What else? Let's look at this, the daily time frame. This one. For the daily time frame, yeah. Since the daily time frame is still trending higher, it could still possibly retest this hidden bearish area, which is at 73.44 using the daily time frame. So there's still yeah, actually I'm one of the bulls in Bitcoin, a long-term bullish. But of course, on a shorter time frame, it depends on the time frame. Especially when I scalping, I also do shorts. Um, so let's see how this seems like a doji, but yeah, 52 minutes left before it closes. So anyway, the resistance is at 17,100, support at 16,400. Breakdown to this 16,400 could possibly welcome the 16,000, and breakout to 17,100 could possibly retest the all-time high. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, let's look at the 30 minutes time frame. So at 30 minutes time frame seems like it's finding a support. Seems like it's already at support area. So look at this. So yeah, when I scalp, I normally check on the low of the body and the top of the body. So that's the immediate support I'm looking at, the 16,953 area. So I think it will possibly retest the 17,100 using this 30 minutes time frame. So let's see. It depends on how you trade, but I'm long-term bullish on Bitcoin. So anyway, let's move on to the next. Next. So actually, even this Renko chart, using the daily, you can see that divergence indicator. There's still a possibility that hit this all-time high of around close to 87 area. So the RSI is just at 74.61, so it can still trend higher. So let's see how it goes for Bitcoin. But currently I'm waiting for some dump so that I can relong. So yeah, I think that's it for BTC. Anyway, you can also join in my group. I think I posted resistance and support lines. Normally, the resistance is the place where there is mostly I'm looking at it at um, wait, let's look at this first. Anyway, let's I'll just remove the drawings and this one. So resistance, it's a place or area or level wherein there's already a lot of sellers um, that when the price goes to that area, they will sell their assets, and the support is the area or the price where there is a lot of supporters or buyers, and they will buy at that area. So that's the basic. And anyway, that's the basic support and then resistance. And then after that is the trend line. In the trend line, we have also three, which is, we'll just use this one. Where is the, here. Trend line have three, also three, the uptrend. So you can also use this the trend line support and the trend line resistance. The other one is, of course, the downtrend. So you can use this one as support and this one as a resistance area. So the higher one. And then, of course, the last trend is trendless, or others call it as consolidation or just ranging one. So I think that's it. So now we will apply that on the chart. So wait, anyway, I'll just put some text here. Higher high. So here, if the trend is uptrend, you can see there is a higher high. So it means that it's an uptrend. Anyway, wait, sorry. Oh, it's moving. So that's the higher high, and also higher low. When you are trading, especially when you are scalping, and this one helps, or even if you're long term, yeah, this the basic one really helps. And what else? Let's just put another higher low. So on that's the uptrend. You can see that the higher high is going higher and the low is also going higher. However, if it's a downtrend, lower low, if it's a downtrend, the low is getting lower or going lower low, and lower high, lower high, and lower high. Oh. So for this one, it's just trendless, or yeah, just the same, or yeah, the highs, or just trend, or just trade at within the range or ranging. Oh no, I think we can use this path. So that that oh, we'll just end it there. So that's the three basic trend line. So here is the support. So normally as buyers or as traders, we buy at support, or we mean that it's already the floor, or the price is already low or undervalued for a certain asset. So we buy or we go long, or it's already the support area. And then this is the resistance, or it's time to sell, or it's already overvalued. So I think that's it. However, if there's a breakout or breakdown, of course, that's also another thing. So it will find, or it will create another support. If it break down here, it will create another support area, which is lower. So when we say support, that's already the floor. So example, if you have a house, a one-story house, so the floor is already that's already the lowest. However, if you have a two-story house, the floor in the second story, it can still go lower. So, or it can go to the floor of the first floor. So I think just as simple as that. For the high, that's actually the ceiling. So if you only have a house of a one-story house, so the ceiling is already the resistance, or already the high. However, if you have two-story or even three-story house, that's a different scenario, because if it break the first floor ceiling, it can still go higher. So I think that's it. So let's apply it to the chart. So normally, most traders are, of course, is the usual is of course the chart. So we'll use the shorter time frame, which is 3 hours. When I scalp, I normally use the 3 hours, or this one. I also sometimes use the 30 minutes time frame. So for this one, if you're just scalping, right, like for example this one, I'm just scalping. So you can see the trend that it's the high, the trend is, oh, let me just, oh, is that, oh, I'm in here. You can see that the trend is going higher. or wait, let's just plot the this area. So you can see that it's highs is uh, the high is getting higher or higher highs. So the other is the low is also getting higher. But look at this and this one, this area. Yes, it's still a higher high. However, the low is already that's already not remember that to stay at uptrend, the low should be or higher low, but this one it's already lower than the low of this one. So you can see that there might be a possible reversal. See the next candle, it's also right there. So just as simple as that when you are scalping. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just normally use the candles when I do scalp or trading. So next at this one, you can see that after that and then that, look at the low of this is 16,575.42 and this one is 595. So it's getting higher or the low is getting higher or and even the highs is getting higher. So that's the trend is possibly it will reverse. So if it will reverse, of course, this will be possibly a buy. But normally I buy at the second candle and not on the first candle. So as they mentioned, or the basic is buy at support and sell at resistance. So this is normally I label the both this as a possible support or that's already my um, support area I'm looking at. Or the buyers will buy at this area, the 16,622. And this one, the resistance, or this is the area where there are a lot of sellers and it's already possibly the ceiling or the overvalued. However, look at this, it break out. Once it break out, it will create another this one which is this is the resistance before. Now this one will become the support. So just as simple as that. So um, I think that's it. So let's see if so since the support now is 16,840 and this I think this the resistance using the daily is 17,100. So the resistance we're looking at wherein there might be a possible or a more sellers at that area. So if failed to break this area, the 17,100, it could possibly retest the previous support or the previous buying area or this one. So there. But if it break out this area, this resistance of 17,100, that 17,100 will now become a support, which is the previous resistance, and it will try to retest the um, resistance or the all-time high resistance of around close to 19,000 using this one. So I think that's it. So the support area is where the buyers will buy and the resistance is where the sellers will sell. However, if it breaks out, like for example for this one, if it's trending higher, the previous resistance will become the support, and of course it will create a new resistance, or it will retest the previous resistance. How if it failed, or trending lower, or it failed to break, possibly will retest the support area or the buying area, and this one will of course the resistance area. So I hope I'll explain it uh, clearly, especially when you're scalping. I normally just scalp if I have time, but if none, yeah, I normally use the daily time frame, because during the day I also have work and some other stuff doing. So today is actually here in our time, it's actually 10:25 p.m. So before I go to sleep, I just look at the chart. But sometimes when I'm working, my the chart is also open, so I can still look at it and trade. So I think that's it. So that's really the basic. When I just trade, I just use the basic support, resistance, and trend lines. And of course, always manage risk, put a stop loss, and of course, TP area. Measure that. If it's attractive, then go long or go short. If not, then just wait for a better price. And what else? And of course, proper position size. Because if you're very close to liquidation, your your assets might be, or your or the amounts or your money might get liquidated. And as traders, I think I also, yeah, of course, me, I also experience um, getting liquidated during my first few months, and yeah, few months in trading futures. It's actually both a platform and at the same time, of course, my fault. 75% is of course my fault, or maybe 90% is my fault. The other one is, I think it's the platform fault, but I will not disclose which platform is that. So anyway, so yeah, trade cautiously, guys, especially in this volatile market. So that's very important also to protect the capital, and yeah, protect the possible profits you're getting. So as you can see, if I'm trading, I normally adjust my stop loss area so that if the market reverses, I will still take gain if it's within my favor. If it's against me, I already calculated the possible risk. So yeah, I already take that into consideration. So take note of that. So I hope you're also gaining. I think I shared my previous positions last time, which I entered at 15,900. Currently, I'm just waiting for some dump before I go long for BTC. Now let's move on to, I think I hope I answer your question. And my wallet allow me to only buy cheaper crypto. So what's that? Never worked before with RSI. Going to learn about it today. Oh, actually, RSI is one of the basic a basic indicator I normally use. So let's try to explain also how to use the RSI. But this time we will use the divergence indicator. They are just the same with the RSI. So instead of using RSI, we can actually use the better version, which is the divergence indicator. At least using this divergence indicator, it uses the RSI, and at the same time, you have other indicators at this right side, which is the possible hidden bearish or the possible sell-off, and the hidden bullish area or the possible area wherein you will go long. Anyway, I'm not seeing any, yeah, because sometimes there is, wait, let me just look at the settings, because sometimes I see some labels. Oh, there. Yeah, I just forgot to put that label. So regular bullish and regular bearish label. Uh, there. So there. I think that's it. Oh, I forgot to check that. Yeah. So aside from that, oh, sorry. So normally we spot the bear and the bull. So when you see it's a bull, of course, it will go higher. That's why I love using this divergence indicator when I just saw it last September also. Anyway, let me just hide the hidden or the regular bearish, because the regular bearish and the hidden bearish area is just the same. So this one is regular bearish. Let me just hide it. Regular bearish. Oh, but I think I need to put that because I just want it one, like for example this one. Regular bearish something. Anyway, regular bearish this. That's regular bearish label. Regular bearish label. If I uncheck it, I will not see the color. So let me just anyway, let's just okay to have that. And as you can see, this overbought and oversold. The default here is actually the 70/30, but I adjust it to 80 and 20, and then you can just uncheck it after you have um, assigned it. So and then click OK. So yeah, I think I forgot to show this one because currently I'm not using the. Oh, let's also add the lines here in the bullish. Where is that the label there? Let me check. Oh, there. So I think that's it. So we'll just put the label there, so that at least when you use it, you can see that when there is a bull, it's a possible uptrend. So you look at this, it's an uptrend. So you can gain. And then you can see the possible regular bearish here when it's above or you're right above the hidden or regular bearish area. So I think that's it. So it will guide you, this one, the divergence indicator will guide you if it's a bullish or a bearish, and also check this the right side area. aside from these all labels. So I think that's it. So currently there's still a possible upside using these 3 Rs because the bearish area is at 73.62 area. So since it's already closed, actually I'm just waiting for some pullback and I hope it will pull back. So I think that's it, how to use this divergence indicator, or yeah, using the RSI also. So it's a better version of RSI. Can you analyze Ethereum? Okay. So let's move on to Ethereum. First, so let me just put it. Okay. Let me just remove all the drawings. And for this one, for our longer term view, or for long term view, I will use the Renko chart. And then for short term, we can use um, the candlestick because of the limitations I currently have using this. Yeah, because I only have a basic subscription in TradingView. That's the only features that I have. But anyway, despite the limitations, please maximize as much as possible, especially for those who have subscriptions. Maximize your subscription and should be more than 10 times of your what you're paying monthly. Should be your, yeah, for me, should be more than the profits. Like for example, if you're paying 30, so it should be times 10. Times 10 of that cost should be your gains. So currently, Ethereum is still within the long-term downtrend. Though I have a current long position, which I am waiting at 480, which is the next resistance, or the previous high, just this one. I think it's 480 something. Let me just check. 486, which is now a few dollars closer to that. Breakout to that 486 could possibly, of course, welcome to 500 area. So that's my next TP actually, the 500 area. So, but it's actually more than, or well, it depends where this Renko chart will retest this long-term resistance. But I'm looking at least 500 area. But it could be more than 500. So that's my another TP area. So the immediate support I'm looking at is, as I've mentioned, this one, the dotted line can serve as support and resistance. But if you look at the Renko chart, it's forming a possible bullish Renko. So the immediate support I'm looking at is this one, the dotted line, which is the 463 area. If it break that level, possibly will retest the 441. And of course, worst case is for it to retest this previous support area, which is the 321. But I think it's less likely that it will retest this area. I think it's more likely that it will break this long-term resistance area. So after it break out, normally for a triangle pattern like this, we'll just measure the height and we'll put that at breakout. So possibly 1886 if it will solidly break out at this area. So if you will compare that to BTC, you can also oh, I forgot to. Anyway, I already deleted. Well, let me just compare the possible returns. Because currently, yes, I do trade BTC. That's the majority also of my holdings. However, looking at the returns, if Ethereum breakouts, the returns of Ethereum is of course much higher. So, oh, so most of my trades are actually futures, and I settle it on the futures price, or the coins. Like for example, if I'm trading BTC, I settle it in BTC. If I trade Ethereum futures, I settle it in Ethereum. I never settle in US dollar because settling in US dollar, I think it's yeah, just a stable income. Yeah, it's stable because I'm more riskier. So I'd like to settle it in BTC because if the BTC goes up, I already have gained BTC and another possible gain if the price will go up. So you can see the possible at this moment. I'll just try to measure it. Possible 71%. But if Ethereum will create a new all-time high at 1886, that's a possible 271% possible return, which is higher than Bitcoin. So let's see. Actually, I'm also starting to, well, actually, I'm not buying, but I do trade the futures and I'm accumulating the coin itself, not the stable coins or US, US dollar or fiat. So yeah, let me just repeat the Ethereum. It's still within the long-term downtrend, but currently at an uptrend. So possibly it will retest the previous high of 486. Breakout to that level could possibly welcome more than $500. Immediate support is this area, the 463, or this dotted line. That's actually the high of the confirmed Renko chart. A breakdown to that 463 could possibly retest the next Renko chart, which is at 441. Worst case is, of course, it will retest the 321. So best case for Ethereum, if ever it break out the 500, is will also possibly create an all-time high with a target of around 1886 area. So I think that's it. Actually, it already includes my long-term view and my short-term view using this Renko chart. So anyway, let's just look at this one. So since it's still trending higher, and the RSI is just at 61, hidden bearish is at 69 area. So there's still a possible upside to this um, to ETH price. So let's see. Actually, I'm just waiting for my TP to get hit or my stop loss to hit me at again. So I adjust my stop loss. So done. Ethereum done. And then what else? Resistance at 16K with target at 15 and 18. Yeah, it's actually BTC. It's trending higher. Let me just show you the yeah. Because actually, if you look at the Renko chart, the general trend is actually bullish. Despite look at the Renko chart itself. Yeah, it pulled back a bit. However, bulls are stronger than the bears. That's why it still end at and confirm a bullish Renko chart. So currently this Renko chart is the one that I'm currently using in trading. Because for me, if you trade the highs and the lows or you swing it, it's actually more higher than higher gains for me, in my opinion. Though I just started using it last September. So, however, currently 16,000 possible. What's that? What did she said? Resistance at 16,000. Oh, this one. The resistance is this area, this 16,773. However, it break that area. It even went as high as 17,000. Oh, it's already at this. The high of this is 17,174, but that is only a week. So the confirmed resistance here is the 16,773. And since it break that area, I'm looking at possibly will retest this all-time high, the 19,000. And also look at the divergence indicator. It break out at that area. And if you look at it, the next possible resistance will be this area, which is the 87 area. If it continues to trend higher. So I support at, yeah, I'm looking at the support of this one, 16,773, the, what's that? The short-term support. I don't know how you trade, but that's the immediate support I'm looking at. The breakdown to that level, of course, will retest the low of this confirmed Renko chart. Worst case is, of course, it will retest this area. However, wait, anyway, I will also show the monthly, I think the monthly or the weekly chart using this candles. Let's just go back to the candles. Because normally this October, November, and December is the month or the bullish month during this 2017 area. However, this area might possibly repeat this area, the 2017. However, I think this area or this 2020 might be longer because this is, I think, more on hype. This one is more on a lot of institutional investors coming in, and of course the BTC adoption. So I think on a monthly, wait, let me just anyway delete it again. It's already a lot of drawings. It's already breakout at this area, 14,000. So yeah, I'm looking at already to break or to retest. That's already a week to retest this one. And actually, I'm expecting it to create a new all-time high because this is just weak and yeah, easy to break. So November, and we'll still have 13 days before it closes. So if ever that it will replicate this December, depends on how bullish the market would be. Um, that's even 27,000, which is just close to what we have, what I have used or projected using the Renko chart on a daily time frame, which is around 29,000 if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's it. Anyway, don't forget to take profits when you're happy because the market will not run. Don't run for the markets. So just wait, patiently waiting. Actually, I'm patiently waiting at my alarm, which is the 16,773, but it seems like it will not um, pull back at that area. However, I still have, I think that's ROE of, I think more than 4 digits. So I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it. Actually, partly I'm just watching it, and sometimes I do trade it if there's an opportunity to trade. Normally, don't. I just wait or patiently wait at my price. Except that if I'm scalping or I really monitor the markets. So I think that's it for BTC. I'm more bullish on BTC. And yeah, I think we've forgot to this one. I forgot to mention this one. This is actually the BTC dominance. So if you look at it, it already using the monthly time frame. Anyway, let's look at this one, the daily time frame, because there is 3 gaps, and that's actually the gap down that I'm looking at. But the first gap, which is at 66 area, has already been filled. The second gap is at 74 area, which I think it will be filled possibly by next year. And the third gap is actually the 97 area. Actually, I'm 50-50 on it, but yeah, there's always a possibility if the government will, of course, adopt Bitcoin. So that's I think the time that this 97 area could possibly be filled. So anyway, currently BTC dominance is still trending higher. So I expect it to possibly retest and fill the next gap, which is at 74 area. So if that happens, yeah, possibly all-time high. Really. OMG. It's already at 17,171. I'm just watching it because I have no open position in BTC. Anyway, I'm still holding some BTC, so it's still okay. Oh, wait. I think I used monthly a while ago. Oh, did it change a bit? It changed a bit. Because I use a Renko chart anyway. That's fine. Control Z, Control Z. So I think that's it for BTC. Now let's move on to other charts, or if there are some other requests, as I will end this stream. Oh, it keeps going up because dominance is rising and it break the resistance area. And let me just it's even higher. So possibly the possibility of double top might not be or less likely because it's already higher. So anyway, let's see how it goes. But I'm more bullish about Bitcoin, and possibly it will retest already the all-time high from these levels. So yeah, my personal strategy is that if there's a dump, I buy and go long, and that's my personal strategy. But yeah, of course, it also depends on you, and depends on your personal analysis, and of course on how you manage risk. Because for me, I do averaging, and normally my liquidation is 0. So there. So let's see. Actually, I'm just waiting at 16773. I don't know if it will pull back on that area, but yeah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Anyway, possible another volatility possibly next week is the expiration of contracts. So normally there is a higher volatility there. Oh, actually it could be a possible catalyst for it to even break this 20 or close 20,000. Oh, I never, I just late to realize it. Anyway, that's how trading is. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, for those who have subscriptions for TradingView, you can actually use the less or the lower time frames using the Renko chart. If you have subscribed, I think that's it. I'll just try to wait at 16,700 if it'll pull back. So how was the, anyway, let's just check. Of course, the volume might be high. Anyway, the volume might be higher today because it's reached the all-time high. However, the coin market cap usually report it on the next day, which is 8 a.m. Just let me just use it. One, two, 330 billion volume possibly tomorrow or November 17, which they will report tomorrow. So let's see. Anyway, if you have some other chart requests, yeah, let me or type in the live chat, else I will end this live stream. I think we just finished the BTC dominance, the BTC and Ethereum. Because actually most of my trades is, majority of course is BTC. And then some of it are Ethereum and Litecoin. So no open position currently at BTC Perpetual. To yeah, I have a time base. Anyway, I have a time base ending December 27, which is I plan to close next month. I buy it at a very low price, which is currently now at 4 digits up. So for Ethereum, yes, also same. Also, I also have a long position and I'm waiting at my TP area. So for Litecoin, let's just check this one. Yeah, though I don't have current open position in Litecoin, I already sold it or TP'd at 68 area. Actually, I'm waiting for a pullback at 65. My order are waiting. However, seems like it will not go back and pull back to that area. But let's see how it goes. So let's just look at the short-term view, because this is also a triangle, but still within the long-term downtrend area. So this is the next resistance I'm looking at, which is the 80 area. So this one is already a confirmed Renko chart or a bullish Renko chart. So yeah, it's highly probable that it will retest the 80 area. I tip it so early. I tip it at here. Yeah, here at 68 area. So anyway, that's trading. You cannot ride the bullish, or you cannot ride all of the directions. break out to that level could possibly, yeah, welcome to 100 area. So let's see. This is just a short-term view for LTC. Actually, I'm waiting for a breakout more than 100 area. If that happens, most of my trades will be mostly long, like what I did to Bitcoin, which is most of my trades after it break the triangle area is mostly long. So let's see, except of course if I scalp. So let's see. Anyway, since we've measured Ethereum and BTC, if I'm not mistaken, 72 for BTC, Ethereum around 271, and this one, if ever, if break out this area, but of course it still depends where the breakout will be. So like for example here, possibly 394.15 if ever, and a target of around $500. So let's see. Actually, I also have Litecoin. So because for me Litecoin is like a silver. BTC is the gold. Litecoin is the silver. Yeah, in my opinion. Anyway, and how is gold doing? And just stabilizing at this area. Yeah, at least Dow Jones is down. Hopefully, some bears will also go to this BTC and dump some BTC at 16,000. Anyway, just kidding. So anyway, let's see. I'll just wait for some dump before I go long. That's my personal strategy at the moment. And where is Link? Oh, Link is just at 12. Yeah, at least Polkadot is moving higher. So I think that's it, guys. If you have some other questions, comment, and feedback, please feel free to ask. Else, I will end this stream in 5 minutes. Seems like Polkadot is trending higher. Let's look at that. Oh, not that one, this one. Yeah, I remember I also bought the Polkadot at these areas. I will use this one on the Renko chart. Yeah. Actually, I plan to trade it because I stake it here. I unstake it actually, and I'll just trade it because I think the returns are much higher in my opinion rather than stake it. Yeah, that's my personal opinion only. If you can ride the market. So anyway, I'm still more bullish and could possibly retest this area. the 6.88. What I love about Renko is that you can see the general trend or the major trend. So like for example, this one, that's a very long, bearish one. But that is based on the redenomination, I think. Yeah. So if it went back to that area, wow, that's actually a big gain if ever. So I think that's it. I'm looking at 6.88 as a strong resistance and support at 3.68. Of course, if it break this area, possibly I will use this. Oh, not that. Possibly I will use this fib to make the or forecast or predict the targets, because this one is at the 50 area. And anyway, let's look at the candlestick. This is a very long consolidation at this area. Actually, there's a lot of developments here, so I'm long-term bullish on polka dots. Immediate resistance using the candlestick is of course this area, the 5.38. Breakout to that level could possibly retest this one, 6.88 area. But that is a week using this candlestick, because my reference here is using the Renko chart. Divergence indicator is still, it's actually a possible breakout. Or, yeah, actually it's, let me just check it. No, it's just at resistance and possibly a breakout, because if it break that level, the next resistance already is at this area, the 7 T plus RSI. So let's see. Most of the crypto are bullish, but I'm waiting for some dump before I make another transaction. So I think that's it, guys. If you have some other comments, just feel free to ask, and see you again next time. And happy trading, everyone. I'll be online again next time. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Actually same time, supposedly 9:30 p.m. But yeah, I'm watching YouTube a while ago, so I adjusted to 9:45. See you again tomorrow, same time. What pair is this? What do you mean pair? Um, It's actually the normally I analyze BTC USDT or USD. Same with other crypto. Like for example, Ethereum USD here and Litecoin USD. And Dow Jones is down, so yeah. Hopefully some bears will also try to dump BTC. Anyway, let's see. But I think the market is generally on bullish. So what's this? Possibly follow. Yeah. Oh, it happened. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Okay, buy at the breakout. Actually, what the pair? If you're trying to say USD or BTC, I'm actually waiting for some pullback before I go long. Actually, not um, I'm not adding any more BTC, but I'm trading the futures that will also possibly add BTC to my holdings. Wow, I'm not adding. Yeah, actually, I'm just trading futures at the moment. Actually, I started investing BTC around October 2016. I started and using the faucet or just getting some small amounts of satoshis, and then after that, yeah, I realized its possible potential. So I started investing under $1, and then yeah, if I have the money, I buy at a higher or a few thousands until I accumulate. And yeah, I think around 2018, I already resigned from my work in stock brokerage firm. And then by 2019, OKEX have hired me as a business development manager here in the Philippines. And then after that, yeah, I transferred to BTC, which is I'm currently working as a community manager in the main group and Philippine Telegram group or the social media of the BTC Philippines. But most of my time, yeah, just trading if there is uh, time to trade. What else does he say? Buy at breakout. Well, yes, it break out already. However, I'm expecting a pullback from here before it will retest this all-time high. So I'm waiting for some pullback, but of course it depends on the trader on how he will plan to trade this breakout. I'll just answer him personally. I'm waiting for some pullback before I go long. Not a financial advice. You can also actually do averaging. You can also do averaging. That's what I did last 2016. I do averaging a Bitcoin. So dollar cost averaging also works, especially if the asset is trending higher. Long term, I'm bullish. I'm bullish on BTC. So I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you again tomorrow, same time. Hopefully, same time. I mean, hopefully 9:30. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Anyway, you can also join on this group if you have, or if you have some Telegram. What's it? Telegram something. You can also join my Telegram group. My, my Telegram group. Yeah. And feel free to ask and share your analysis. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Enjoy trading. I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.